Karen STEVER. I'm here with Frank Greiner at thepublicrecord.com. We've been hosting the Public Playground Project here for the last few weeks, where we've been asking people for a working title and synopsis, which has been transformed into lyrics. The lyrical phase is done. Thank you so much for sending all those submissions in. We are on Drum Week. This is all about drums, drums, everything. I love to hear your guitars. You know I want to hear your guitars, but that's next week.
If I hear any guitars this week, oh boy!
The wrath of Greiner.
I swear, I'll
point you out in front of your friends.
I will single you out and say, this guy doesn't know how to follow directions. It's Drum Week. It's ridiculous. It's Drum Week. Why is there guitars coming in?
And if we hear guitar bleed in the back of your drums, we'll know what happened.
Don't make me come over there.
But the thing is, I know that a lot of you guitar players know how to make beats and you know how to hit drums too. So I'm looking forward to hearing all of this stuff. It's been a really great start. And an enthusiastic group too. Really cool. I just want to talk a bit about some of the things that I dig. I know Frank's been doing some drum videos with you. Just some of the things that I dig about drums, generally speaking. I think I would say that even though I love John Bonham, and even though I love the Alex Van Halens and Neil from up in Canada, from Rush, all those people I think are amazing drummers, the Mike Portnoy. I would never say to you guys, I want this track to sound like Mike Portnoy. I would never say to you, I want this to sound like John Bonham. Because what I'm hoping for is interpretation of those lyrics. And if you kind of listen to the lyrics and you can hear the message that's going on in the lyrics, I think that should dictate what you're going to play. So that if something in the lyrics seems a little down low, it's a little more down low of a message going on it, you might want to play a little more down low. When something gets a little uglier about the lyrics, you might want to play a little uglier and a little harder hitting through that stuff. When the chorus hits and we're saying this is our playground and it's a very definitive statement, that's driving. And so that's what I mean by interpretation.
Everything you need to know is in the DNA of that vocal that now you have access to.
And I think all you guys have emotions that you can tap into, that you can relate, because we've talked about this being the victims, the bullies, and the light workers, and the creators and inventors. These are all through the whole thing. And when you guys fall into one of those categories, we all do at some point in time in our life. So I think you have each one of you has a unique perspective on those lyrics of what you can bring to this because of your own experience. So if you can concentrate on what that is, I think your experience mixed with your interpretation, mixed with your ability on those drums, is what's going to be that gives the best drum part. If you do have those technical questions, of course you can ask Frank about those. But really, as far as what I really dig, I like things that are appropriate for the subject matter. And so of course it's going to be a rock track because that's the way we're steering it. But if you feel like you're going to interpret a lyric appropriately, I would love to hear that and see what your interpretation is.
And one of the things that I neglected to mention on the previous videos was you drummers to give me some individual hits.
Right.
A kick drum with a crash cymbal, maybe a snare drum with a crash cymbal, just so that we have some options if we want to cut away from the drums to go to a drum loop, or say maybe, who knows, we cut another breakdown into this track somehow, and we need to get out of your drums into something else.
Right.
We do this all the time with when we conduct sessions where you don't know what's going to happen. You track your drums and just give us
so should they have those at the end of the track, Frank?
Yeah,
as far as organization?
after the song, after the fade, the last note.
Yeah, just give some hints.
Just kick and snare,
Right.
Kick and crash is probably the biggest one, but
right.
That's going to give us the flexibility to move things around a little bit. Right?
And I think that's really great to know that those things are as much of an impact as a whole part of a chorus is. Because everything makes up the whole song. And so if you are out there and you think, I can't come up with a beat, do those hits, do shakers, do percussive things that are around your house. If you have a really old tambourine that you just want to play for the 8 bars, this whole song is set at 100, so it can go anywhere. And so there's things like that you can do to participate in this.
Yeah, you don't have to be a hero. Don't be a hero, in fact.
That actually is being a hero.
Yeah, but contribute in a little small way is probably maybe more effective than trying to finish the track here, way premature.
Right.
I think it's just about like listening and go, what could be cool is, or I've listened to some other STEVER songs and I hear this element, and I'm gonna do that. I think it's a good way to contribute and
Right.
and to move things along.
And I do want to clarify that if you listen to a lot of the other STEVER songs, there is definitely a style going on that I gravitate towards, but it's usually because that's what's interpreted those lyrics. So while it's awesome to listen to all those songs to get an idea, to me it's all about interpretation of what's being said. So I really look forward to hearing those things from you guys, and until next time, rock on!